Now let's talk about the escape. We've all heard about the rapture, the moment we are caught up or lifted. In the pews, they call it the ultimate rescue. But in the legal records of the imperial mill, they call it something else. The NASA. In the ancient tongue, NASA does mean to lift, but it also means to take away as spoil. It's the same root as masat, the tax. Think about that. The very word for your salvation is the root word for your debt. In 1 Corinthians 15, it says we will all be changed in a moment. But I want you to look at that word through the eyes of an auditor. When a bank changes your currency, they are settling an account. When the harvester changes the standing timber into lumber, he isn't saving the tree, he's processing it. The trusted harvester tells you that this change is to make you imperishable. It sounds like a gift, right? But look at the architecture. A brick is imperishable. A salt pillar is imperishable. They want to swap your living, breathing, flowing prana for a static, synthetic nature that fits perfectly into their imperial temple. They aren't taking you home. They are taking the inventory to the barn.
50,000, going once, going twice. Do I hear 6 for the bride?
60,000, thank you very much. Now 70, anyone for 70?
That shofar blast isn't a celebration. It's the closing bell of the 1560 commercial loop. The question isn't whether you'll be lifted. It's whether you'll be reclaimed as a soul or processed as a product.
The New World screwworm infestation is spreading rapidly along the southern border. Tracking shows movement into Texas. We are now seeing human cases.
Now, let's be real. History records the screams of millions. During the French Wars of Religion and the Inquisition, between 2 and 4 million souls were lost. These were dissident Christians, hunted and publicly put to death by the very institutions that handed them their faith. Yet, as we look at the prophecy of Revelation 9:18, we see a scale of death, 1/3 of all mankind, that dwarfs any tragedy of the past. It is a global event that many today use to justify looking to the sky, waiting for a deliverance that will whisk them away. But let me ask you this. Have you ever taken a moment to think about why the Savior did not arrive for those who were slaughtered in the 16th century? If hope didn't come to pull them from the fire then, what makes you so sure he will come to pull you from it now? For 18 centuries, the followers of the faith understood that endurance was their calling. But in 1830, a new narrative was born. It began with a series of visions in Scotland and was quickly systematized by a man named John Nelson Darby. Before 1830, the secret rapture wasn't taught in the churches. It was a 19th century invention, a doctrine that conveniently taught people to look at the sky instead of the world around them. It was a recreation of religion designed to harvest the focus of humanity, making us passive observers of history rather than the caretakers of our own reality.